Well, welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Webinar. My goal tonight is to educate you about the LifeVantage mission, which is making people better. And in doing so, not just from a financial, but a physical way like no other, working with products that are truly world-class and category creating. There's a condition many of us are not aware of. It's called oxidative stress. Take a deep breath. You've just created free radical damage, better known as oxidative stress, the deterioration from the inside of your cell. And truly, oxidative stress, not just related to aging, but many scientists have really linked it to many different types of disease. And at LifeVantage, they have proven to create a product that is not only scientifically validated, but has the ability in studies that have shown to reduce oxidative stress on average between 40 and 70%. Once again, that LifeVantage mission, we make people better. And in doing so, we make the world a better place. A powerful statement when you can impact one person on this side of the globe who start to impact tens of thousands everywhere else. Physically, financially, and certainly giving people hope again, a new mission, people with like-minded vision, restoring all the elements that I spoke of. Now, at LifeVantage, the journey, if you will, is this taking a person that really is just, if you will, working at their job, an employee, a person who forgot how to dream, a person who really has forgotten their purpose, and creating that leadership within them and having the ability of becoming a business owner. So we take people from a place of employee, empower them with the skills and basically the ability to create their own business, and in doing so, a new economy for their family. As many financial experts have spoken of, Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, and many others who have companies just like what I'm about to outline for you. Direct sales companies, network marketing companies, having the ability, if you will, a low-cost barrier to begin building a business in the 21st century and having the ability for everyone to create success in their own business. The components I'm going to speak to are what I walk through when analyzing this opportunity at LifeVantage. And they come from Peter Drucker, a brilliant economist. In fact, this, what we call the opportunity wheel, the convergence model, 6 points in time that are converging on what makes an opportunity. And it's important that each one of these components are here. So I'm going to talk briefly about these individual components and why they're not only here, but it's an outstanding opportunity at LifeVantage. Let's start with the first component, the company. Simply best leadership, period. You have the CEO, Darren Jensen, a leader in this industry, a great visionary, and this company being publicly traded. So you have an open book. You have the ability of going on to Yahoo Finance and many other sites to look at this company that is on the NASDAQ, the ticker symbol above, LFVN. And I want you to think about a company with the science, cutting edge, that really has come to from a scientific discovery to being on the shelves at GNC retail product to moving into this direct sales arena with one technology and one product going from just a few $1 million to over $200 million, and now growing into other arenas of products and science that really opens this up to become a $1 billion opportunity. Trends, the next component. When we think of trends, there are many different things that are happening at times in our nation and, of course, our family and the rest of the world. One of the trends I don't think ever leaves is, if you will, the sickness trend. People continue to get sicker. See, unfortunately, when you look at the United States, we are ranked one of the worst when it comes to wellness because the model is backwards. We wait till we get sick to basically try to overcome a symptom that's caused by some disease, when in fact we should be looking at wholeness, wellness, and trying to restore our health in the beginning. You know, when we look at sickness, and you look at the trends, most illnesses are getting worse, and most of them tie into that very element I spoke to in the beginning. The top 5 diseases, the top killers of Americans, if you will, all have oxidative stress related to them. But there's another trend, if you will, another sickness, and that's not just our economy, but it's people's finances, people's inability to dream any longer, people not having the ability of, frankly, keeping up with their bills, not having that full time job being cut to 30 hours or less because of benefits and the high costs, and having to take two jobs, or even in some instances worse, not having a job. It's taking twice as long to find that job currently. And the thing that we really want to educate you about when we talk about trends, that there's families every single second in the United States going bankrupt because of sickness. And they even had health care. So my question to you is, what's your plan B? God forbid, a sickness or even a job layoff. My goal here is to tell you one thing, and it's very biblical. Please, 5 streams of income. Think about that. 5 different sources of income coming into your household in the event, God forbid, one is taken away. So you have multiple streams of income coming into your family, and that can be created with LifeVantage. Average retirement savings. This is statistics 2015, as you can see at the bottom, provided by the Employee Benefit Research Institute. This is what people are struggling with. They're not saving enough money for retirement, and they don't have the ability. We have these baby boomers, over 50% of them don't have the ability to retire. Why? For goodness sakes, if you look at those two age groups, 55 to 64, $65,000 in savings. God forbid, a tragic event. How about the 65 and over, $56,000 in savings? You can see the other statistics here by age group. Certainly, these people, these demographics do not have the ability of retiring. And the longer we live, the less we have, and certainly paying our bills with our savings. When you think about the average tenure of employment right now in the United States, it's 4.2 years. And people over the age 65 are paying their bills with credit cards. There's got to be a better way. And we certainly need to look for ways of funding this retirement savings, if you will, or refunding them. Now, the next component, products. Absolutely the most important element here. Truly category creating, scientifically validated, published in peer reviewed journals in the National Institute of Health, seen on ABC Investigative Report, as you've seen earlier in Melissa's website. ABC Primetime Investigative Report covered a scientific breakthrough. They heard about the research done by Dr. McCord, a product that was found to restore the cellular health from inside out. And in doing so, how that might equate to many different types of conditions. Protandem, the signature product that was developed by LifeVantage. And it speaks to a new technology, guys, something that's known as NRF2. It's the pathway that Protandem takes. Write that down, NRF2. The things I want to hit on here are the purity of ingredients. First and foremost, when we talk about LifeVantage, these are natural products, and we can't tell you that they prevent, treat, cure, or medicate any type of disease. Why? They are natural, so they don't fall under the FDA. But what they do have is simply some of the best certifications in the nutraceutical, the natural product industry, period. And that is BSCG and NSF. Basically, what we're talking about is the purity of ingredients and manufacturing quality. Once again, patents. 6 patents that protect the formulation and this product's technology with peer-reviewed science. And this is how you can see some of it. Go into Google, type in PubMed, PubMed.gov, like you see in the upper left-hand corner. That's the library for the National Institute of Health. This is peer-reviewed science at its best. Now, I don't want to make a bunch of scientists out of each of you, but type in Protandem, and what you'll see is something quite remarkable. 17 peer-reviewed published studies from many different types of disease sets. As you can see, the American Heart Association publishing a branded supplement. That is unheard of. There are many different types of studies on many different types of conditions, from cancer and one of the most recent ones was Lou Gehrig's disease. Please go in, type Protandem. Once again, and I think a matter of minutes, you can see basically the summaries of these studies and understand why this technology is so important, why it can be such an opportunity for your wellness model, your family, and certainly others that should know about this, making it what I believe to be one of the best business opportunities right now on the planet, period. Protandem. I mentioned earlier NRF2, the pathway. It's a signaling response. See, this is the model that we know on the left. We know them as what we call antioxidants, many different types of vitamins and minerals and different types of supplements in a billion-dollar industry. And they're made to work. They truly do. They neutralize one free radical at a time. Every time you consume an antioxidant, it has to be replenished. So it's one and done. And more importantly, it's working in the bloodstream. The damage occurs inside the cell. See, we're not basically, let me put it like this. Take a cup of water and run up to a house that's on fire, because that's literally the impact that you're having by certain nutraceuticals. The damage, 300 sectillion free radicals attacking our body every single second, every single day. That is a house that's on fire, and we need to turn on the fire sprinklers, not the cup of water. So we have the ability of sending a protein messenger, a signaling response with 5 natural botanicals that create a synergetic effect, more importantly, passing through that NRF2 pathway, having the ability of up-regulating your protective genes, your survival genes. Think of a keyboard with thousands of keys stretched across, and Protandem passing along that keyboard, up-regulating those many important impacts that our survival genes have. The impact of neutralizing free radicals, not at 1-to-1 and one and done, but 1 in 1 million, and can repeat itself over several times in a minute in every single cell. This is a breakthrough, period. A delivery system working internally inside your cells and having the ability of being millions of times more powerful. I also want you to think of the outside approach, true science, anti-aging system. It's a 1 through 4 step, basically from the facial wash to a finishing cream, the eye serum, and all of the above. What its ability of utilizing that same Protandem's technology of NRF2, penetrating the layers of skin of the epidermis and bringing the reduction in oxidative stress and all the benefits, if you will, of the anti-aging. We're not utilizing, if you will, retinol, where many systems do. This is a natural approach with NRF2 technology, having the ability truly of outperforming your competitors, period. You have to try this product. Its ability from the toning, the moisturization, the lipid rejuvenation, lifting eyelids, it is simply, truly in its own category. And here's a gentleman, as you looking at that screen on the left, utilizing that system for 56 straight days, and then on the right, did not. Now, I don't recommend this for anyone, but you can see what a dramatic difference. And just introduced days ago, True Science's system with microlift serum. So we want to begin in our system through those 4 steps, utilizing the cleanser and the perfecting lotion down to the eye serum with the finishing cream after drying, then having this instant effect in 3 minutes. Look at the pictures on the right, this gal from LifeVantage. Now, she wasn't paid to do this, simply did it on her own and pasted it out on Facebook. And what it did in a matter of 3 minutes to her face is remarkable. Once again, a complete anti-aging system, beginning from that cleanser down to that microlift serum. Can you say energy? Probably the biggest complaint from patient to doctor. Guys, come on, let's think about it. I mean, walk into any store, go into any, if you will, coffee shop, you can see it happening all around you. It's people who are lacking energy, lacking the ability of focus. And we have 2 different types of energy. One that's basically decaf. It has 13 milligrams, and the other that of a cup of coffee at 100 milligrams. But we approach it very differently. We approach it without parabens. We approach it without synthetic. We approach it without any artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. We approach it with that natural botanical ability with NRF2 activation. And when you look at the competition and what they load their products with, this is truly an intellectual energy. When we think about providing physical energy, they all do. There's no doubt about it. but you want to talk about what happens after a couple hours after the shakes are done and the energy's worn off. It's the crash. Now we have the ability of endurance, having the ability of balancing brain chemistry from this intellectual blend, that mental acuity, staying focused, and then resisting stress. This is providing energy in a whole new way, and it's called Axio, the new intellectual energy, utilizing LifeVantage's beautiful, once again, Nerf 2 technologies and natural products. Rough, guys. Canine health. We know dogs metabolize faster. We know they die faster. 7-to-1, it's often spoken of. Why? Because they create more free radical damage, and the only Nerf 2 activator on the planet, yes, that same technology that you've seen in Protandim, in this formulation, made safe and palatable for dogs. There's scientific studies on it, and once again, having the benchmark of quality, the NASC certification of the purity of ingredients and manufacturing quality here at LifeVantage, and it's called Canine Health. Timing is everything. We're moving into that next component on that opportunity wheel. Did timing matter in your life? You know, it's often said, and I heard from Warren Buffett to many of them, there's going to be a few times in your life that there is going to be that opportunity, which most of us never cease. And that's why we continue to be hopeful, we continue to look, but frankly, we continue to be not satisfied where we're at. And I'm asking you to look and open your hearts and eyes in a different way. Look to this business, look to this products, and look to this like-minded group of people, movement of hope. Look at these companies here, billion-dollar businesses. These are network marketing companies that really have nothing unique about them, but they had timing. Wonderful products in a great time in their place, with millions of people that created, if you will, generational income. But when you think about having the ability of impacting every single person with the technology, every living mammal on this planet, with the science that LifeVantage has published in the National Institute of Health, and being first. Guys, we're in the beginning phases of this company. We have just basically, what I would tell you is making that move to what we call momentum. There's 3 stages that Peter Drucker talked about in timing. The S curve, if you could see from that top where the swoop is down to the bottom where the star is. That first phase, the pioneering phase, getting yourself known and branded. And then that special thing in network marketing is that first 135,000 people joining that business, creating that momentum. But what's significant here is in this next phase, if you will, of momentum, as you see the arrow go up, this is where basically people capture 80% of the growth. And then the companies stabilize and they continue to grow, but at a much slower pace. You're in the beginning phases of a movement of hope, restoring people from the cellular level with products that are so significant that not only people will want to use, but will need to use. We have the ability of creating the next billion-dollar story together here at LifeVantage. Just in a few short years in network marketing, this company going from 3 million to over 200 million, and now positioned with the right leadership and certainly the best science and the best culture of people working together to create that billion-dollar company. Timing is everything, guys. Right now, we're a little over 85,000 people in the United States compared to the millions of distributors that you see around the world. Commitment to success. There's basically 4 ways. You could purchase the products as what we call a preferred customer. You could purchase the products as a retail customer. Certainly, as a preferred customer, it's less expensive because they're shipped directly to you, and it's a reorder system. Cancel at any time. Or you can get on one of these other packs. These are wonderful options. The Freedom Pack, the Vantage Pack, and my favorite, the Platinum Pack. Not because it's the most expensive, but it is giving you double the product, including a ticket to the next event. It has the best tools and the best way of duplicating your business to grow at a faster pace. Wonderful ways for all of us to get started and experience the product, but most importantly, to be a part of a system and a group, not only experiencing the science and the technology of LifeVantage, but the business, and having the opportunity of creating those streams and possibly recreating once again that retirement for you. We have a system that is quite wonderful. See, it's not just about joining, but being plugged into a system. And this master track system, it's basically training at its finest, a blueprint for success, working with individuals to basically walk you through that teaching, training, and mentoring phases so that you can begin duplicating and educating people about these products and this opportunity. Our compensation plan, world class as well, one of the best, period, highest rankings by Direct Sales Association, and certainly something that we can all benefit from. Now, we get paid basically 6 different ways. With that, I'm only going to cover a few on this, but I'm going to give you a way of getting more information. What I want you to understand is when you find 5 people, you have a way of basically multiplying your investment, right? Whether it's that 3, 6, or 12, regardless of how you come in, the difference in once again in those different packages is the amount of products and benefits that each one of them have. Now we call this the Smart Start bonus, and in it, 5 individuals will double basically what your initial investment is, and you can share in secondary bonuses called our Smart Start bonus pool that can add more income. Over $2,500 for a person enrolling 5 people in that month, or 5 people in a week, regardless, or 5 people over time. Each time you enroll somebody that they get started on our products, our business, you get paid. Now what we have, what we call, if you will, the teaching bonus, a 30% matching bonus by teaching others. I love the behavior that this compensation plan drives. You, as you enroll and get started, help others and help them basically increase their income residually, what we call our unilevel bonus. You can get up to a 10% match. And by helping others, help others, so meaning you enrolled somebody and you help them and teach them how to understand the business, enroll somebody, you can get a 5% match. And you can see that 5 generations deep, a 30% matching bonus. We're paid to teach, but more importantly, it means that you're not alone. You're not just joining a company, you're joining a team of people who are going to teach and implement that blueprint with you so that you can have success in your business. Now, all results are vary, and it's really going to depend upon your effort and your willingness to learn and to take action. But you could participate in a global bonus, 4% of global sales, regardless of where basically the business is taking place, wherever LifeVantage is. You can receive income by helping and achieving these levels of what we call elite to master distributor. A Pro 7 is what we call the beginning steps of an elite distributor, and it's all based on volume. And they share 1%, as you can see, between the 7 through 10, 8, 9, and 10, 1, 9 and 10, 1, and then, of course, the Pro 10 sharing 1% as well. This is our income disclosure statement. Now, I have to tell you, no earnings are projected or hereby results vary widely. That's an absolute true statement, like in anything. But what I want to share with you really is, in looking at this disclosure statement, I want you to look down the middle. I mean, we're a publicly traded company. Understand that. And this document, I'm quite proud of. We don't have to make claims about science. We don't have to make claims about income. This is our income disclosure statement, and that is a monthly average by ranking. As you can see, a Pro 1 distributor rank, and then move over to the center. The average income commission is $120. You know, some people think that's not a lot of money, but think about that coming into your household. What does that look like, and multiply month after month, year after year? Once again, look at what a Pro 2, $267. More importantly, it's doubled. A Pro 3, $570. What would 500? That's a nice car payment. A Pro 4, $1,100. A Pro 5, smack in the middle of our comp plan. A middle class, something I think that's eroding in America. A middle class, $2,200. The ability of paying a house payment. A Pro 6, replacement income for the average United States worker. You have surpassed the average income with a Pro 6 average income from LifeVantage. As you can see, it continues to double. Once again, hitting that elite ranks, a Pro 7, 10, 8, 20, and so on and so forth. There's a place for everyone. Results will obviously vary, but your willingness to create a vision, your willingness to have hope, your willingness to learn and be taught, and your willingness to take action can provide another stream of income to your family. I want you to think about for 1 second. Remember, as I showed you, an average Pro 3 in LifeVantage makes $570 a month. Do you guys realize, and I exaggerated this for a reason, I know no one's earning 6% interest in the bank, but that's like having $114,000 of a savings account paying you 6% interest to receive that $570. More importantly, the time that it would take you to save that $114,000, if you were putting away $10,000 a year, that was compounding interest of 6%, it would take you 8.8 years to save $114,000 to receive that $570 check. That check that comes in as you are participating and averaging as a Pro 3 at LifeVantage. A Pro 5, $450,000, 21, almost 22 years to basically save what you would receive as an average Pro 5 of $2,200 a month. Let's just drop down right now to an elite distributor. A Pro 7, $10,656 is the average residually what somebody receives at LifeVantage. Now, this is all, if you will, the different bonuses combined into this that I'm sharing with you. That's $2.1 million of savings, 43.8 years, a lifetime of work. But the real question is it, right? Remember the average income savings? People work 40 years and they're walking away on average with $50,000, $60,000 in the bank. They don't have enough money to retire and they continue to work. We have a way of funding those retirements with different streams of income coming into your household. A Pro 3, remember, $114,000 to receive that $570 check. An average Pro 5, it's like having $450,000 in the bank, paying 6% interest to receive that $2,200. Those are real numbers for real people, and they're being accomplished every single day. My goal is to educate you about another way with a science that can benefit everyone by restoring their physical, their financial, and once again, their purpose. It truly is Life Venture at LifeVantage. They really created a seventh way. They have truly blessed people by saying, you know what? Once you hit elite distributor, you can participate at a Pro 7 in a Life Venture program. It began with a Jeep, a symbol of freedom. That Jeep at Pro 7 for 12 straight months, they're not reimbursing you. They're giving you the keys. And they continue to upgrade as you advance. There are many different ways in participating in this program, from travel to, frankly, just getting income, a big check of $25,000. It's just saying thank you for the commitment to success that you've had with this company. And lastly, we talk about branding. We talk about the momentum phase. We just signed a 10-year strategic alliance with Salt Lake Real soccer team, Major League Soccer, who just got an ESPN contract. The branding's begun. The products are scientifically validated. They work, and they work like no other product I've ever seen. They're so impactful when we talk about that condition of oxidative stress. The choice is yours. My goal, as Melissa had asked, is for me to inform you about another way to create your own business, to move from employee, to begin working part-time, if you will, on your full-time future. The choice is yours. To get educated more about the science of our products, if you want to become a customer, if you'd like to operate this as a business, please contact us now at Freedom Reigns, as you can see at the bottom. Freedom, FREEDOM REIGNS @gmail.com. It's truly been a blessing for me to serve you today, and I pray you are well. Live life intentionally. Live with excellence. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.